What about, well, I'm just speculating that he will probably present his credentials before, I mean, including the part of his profession of his career, before he became presidential spokesperson. And you will agree that during that time, he was a human rights lawyer, and he stood for, I guess, everything that the law community would probably also understand is a valid fight or advocacy. Do you think that in itself also will carry weight?
And let me add
As
to that.
opposed to what he is now.
Let me
Yeah.
add to Luci's question. I do remember long ago, Harry had always projected himself as an international law expert, even in
Yes.
UP with the International Law Center, among other things. So these things, paano po yun? Paano yung pagtitimbang sa mga ganitong mga bagay?
Well, we have to judge the person nominated by his entire record. And I think that includes his being spokesperson for this administration and the public statements he has made about the International Criminal Court and really more basically about the rule of law. Because we know how this administration has really twisted that concept of the rule of law in so many ways. They've weaponized the law. They have even justified extrajudicial killings, justified our withdrawal from the International Criminal Court, which actually Harry pushed for, Atty. Roque pushed for before he was part of this administration, but then turned around and then, as spokesperson, justified the withdrawal of the Philippines from that from the Rome Statute, and in fact belittled the International Criminal Court as an instrument of accountability. For us, especially in the Free Legal Assistance Group, who are so concerned with human rights, we really are disappointed at the way this administration has looked at the issues of accountability and particularly pagdating sa extrajudicial killings.
So what do you think is the motive behind this nomination? And well, what do you surmise will be the benefit that this government will probably have in pushing for Harry Roque as a member of the ILC?
You know, I really can't say, and I wouldn't ever want to put myself in the mind of anyone in this administration, especially the president. It's beyond me to speculate why he was nominated.
A bit of backgrounder, sir. How significant ba itong ILC na ito? What exactly is it and what does it do and how big is it in the international scene?
Well, the International Law Commission is the body that really develops and tries to codify international law. So medyo bigatin yung body na yan. It's composed only of 34 members who are nominated by the states, but when they are appointed, or well, when they are elected actually, they don't represent their countries. Medyo, it's in the legal community, it's really looked up to as the body that of experts who are really well known and respected in the international law field. Sila nga yung nag-propose ng creation ng International Criminal Court,
ICC, yeah.
and other treaties that are now accepted as part of international law.
So who nominates the nominees? I mean, does every member nation get to nominate? And how does it get to a meron bang finals yan, and then it's down to a short list, say 5, ganyan ba yan? How does it work?
Every member state of the United Nations can nominate. If I recall, I think up to 4 names. And then may botohan yan. It's done by election in the General Assembly. The term of the existing 34 members is going to end, I think, next year. So that's why they will be having an election probably around November of this year.
So will opposition to a nomination carry weight? Kasi today, the Executive Committee of UP Diliman also opposed the nomination of spokesman Harry Roque. So gaano kabigat ba yung weight ng mga ganyan? And are they solicited or kasi sa Supreme Court, sa judiciary natin, gano'n, di ba? You're asked for comment. Kayo ba, is there also a solicitation for comment on a nomination? Or okay lang yan ganyan na you're volunteering?
I'm not aware if there's any procedure for solicitation, but any organizations are free to express their opinion on persons who are nominated. Ultimately, it's going to be the member states' votes that will count. At doon na lang natin makikita kung makikinig sila at bukas sila doon sa mga opinion ng mga grupo. There are, in fact, I understand over 100, maybe 200 organizations that have submitted some form of opposition to Attorney Roque's nomination.